They said it. Now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope. Welcome to the Telescope channel.
Where they was talking about they had Haitian Jack, Big U, and Bimmy on there, and I'm watching the joint. He talked about the story of how they wanted to discipline Nipsey, and how his brother had to back them niggas down, back Big U and them down, so he didn't go to his discipline. So, like you said, her son was really living in fear, and niggas was really, they just let you know that they was trying to extorting this man, literally. Holding, blackmailing, all that. Because if you look at the Nipsey situation, the De La Hoya situation, the Ray J and Kim K, the Kanye, every other thing, whatever else they do out there, they extort these niggas and blackmailing these niggas. Straight up. They extorting the whole industry, man.
Man, I was the only one that sat up there and spoke about how these niggas came to Brooklyn and Harlem. Big U walked through Brooklyn. That shit made me sick in my stomach.
Facts.
It made me sick in my stomach,
and Harlem,
man.
Don't forget, he came through Harlem like nothing. They rolled
that shit made me sick in my stomach. And then they got nerve enough to have a platform called Checking In.
That shit was out of pocket, Haas. And what I ain't understand, bro, if you watch that, like niggas thought, like, you go watch that Big U video, Big U and Jim Jones was dissing Haas in the video. In the video. They gave Big U a pass like he was the godfather while he motherfuckers is in these niggas' pockets when they come to Cali. He in these niggas' pockets.
That's crazy.
Shit is crazy, you know? Shit is real crazy. They mad at Hassan because Hassan speaking facts, that they didn't like that the audio came out. Wack ain't like that shit. Other niggas ain't like that shit. Cause it showed a nigga was foul and the nigga's a fucked up nigga. And he's a deceiver. You know what I'm saying? Doggy Damas said what he said about Adam 22. He got all up in the uproar in my room. We having a conversation about something else. He didn't like, Doggy was basically, saying what he said about, Adam 22, and he got offended. Trying to act like he ain't know Doggy Damas, but he followed Doggy Damas. That's why I'm trying to say these niggas be acting like they don't know nobody, but they follow niggas. So, these niggas, they know who they compete. They trying to promote whatever narrative. Like, I look at that China Mac video. I looked at that video. I watched it back and forth. Nigga literally got lined up in the studio. You could tell he got lined up and disrespected. If you listen to the audio, what Wack 100 said, we got the whole podcast shit locked down in LA. Everybody in here is ganged out. That's where they line niggas up at.
Man, let me tell you something. All that bullshit with Big, all that bullshit with Big U and motherfucking Wack acting like they don't speak to each other. That's bullshit, man. Like I said, Wack called that man on the fucking three-way, and I muted my motherfucking phone, and I listened to that shit. I got so mad I hung the fucking phone up. I didn't even want to listen to it no more. It was disgusting because I'm like, yo, you knew this man your whole life, and you doing this to him? Like, come on, man. The nigga's filthy. Wack 100 is a filthy nigga. He moved like COINTELPRO.
He's scared of Big U, too.
Who's scared of Big U?
What?
Who's scared of Big U?
What?
Wack ain't scared of Big U. Wack police. Wack ain't scared of nobody. Wack is a dangerous man. He ain't scared of nobody. That nigga government. He got a job to do. Bottom line to it is that nigga sat back and he said out of his own mouth that he supplied guns to the Crips in the West Coast to kill each other. Fuck them niggas.
Fact.
After he said that, there's nothing to talk about. Big U shouldn't be calling nothing off. It should be a green fucking light on a nigga. Bottom line to it. Bottom line to it. But that's not my place. I'm not a gang member. I don't co-sign certain things with black people going against each other. You know what I mean? unless you got to protect yourself. So I'm not telling nobody to do nothing. I understand that these rooms is COINTELPRO. I understand this is a FBI based room. So I'm just saying and speaking through emotions. I'm not co-signing and telling anybody to do anything. But what I am going to say is that nigga that ran down on you on Bullets Gotti, I know he probably listening. He going to listen to this audio. He asked for my information. He asked for my address. Just make sure you don't pull out a phone when you run down on me.
Let's continue.
And understand, yes, I'm going to blow your face straight off. Plain and simple. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not going to be nobody's victim without a fight. And it's just that simple. You run up on me with a cell phone, you asking for it.
So the $1 million question would be, and probably people probably want to know, is how does the situation with you and Wack end? Like, what does it take? I'm not saying to squash it, but where do y'all meet at where you don't talk about him, he don't talk about you, shit is just dead? Like, what is it going to take to get to that level?
Well, after this week right here, after this week right here, unless I do somebody big platform and they discuss it, I might have a conversation. But honestly speaking, I don't want to talk about old in the face, young in the teeth ass nigga no more. I have no respect for him. He done got all the energy that he needed from me. And that's it. I don't want the nigga to be attached to my life like a parasite.
Got you. So because I don't know if y'all know any mutual people. Did anybody reach out behind the scenes and try to get y'all? Because I think that's what Academics was attempting that day, but it didn't really go too well.
Man, everybody reached out to me and told me I'm the hero. They sick and tired of that nigga on the East Coast and the West Coast. That nigga is not. I thought people didn't like me. They don't like him. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. Niggas is tired of that nigga. So many people call, I get tired of answering my motherfucking phone. That's how many tell you, my phone is getting hit by so many different people. My DMs from people all over the place is like, they sick of that nigga. People hate Wack 100. You got to understand, son, this nigga did everybody's favorite celebrity, everybody's favorite artist dirty. That nigga did everybody dirty.
Yeah, because I know, my thing be a lot of times like, we beef is one thing, niggas gonna beef, niggas gonna have situations and shit, but it still has to find an end. You know what I'm saying? And like, whenever I did interviews and niggas got beef, I always ask, what would it take to end? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't nowhere near each other. It ain't like niggas gonna bump into each other. That shit is front.
Nah, but what it is, doggy.
You saying niggas is not gonna bump into each other. Niggas could bump into each other, nigga. It's very possible for niggas to bump into each other. Y'all might want to check Big U's paperwork because a very, very secret source of mine sent me some paperwork on Big U. That nigga might be the feds, champ, respectfully. That nigga, the shit that nigga done did and got away with, Big U is the feds, nigga. Do your research. Again, half the 60s do not fuck with Big U. Some 60s fuck with Big U. Other 60s do not fuck with Big U. These are facts. I don't give a fuck who coming here from California. You know that's facts. You just mad at the New York niggas saying the shit.
What it is, you can't end the beef with the CIA. That nigga's government. He's CIA. Like the shit that the nigga from Snowfall. I think everybody forgot. Everybody, yeah, you gotta watch that. Everybody forget that most of them niggas, well, not most of them, but a lot of them dudes at death row was police. Just like a lot of them dudes.
No, only one of them was. It was only Reggie, and Reggie came after the fact.
It's always more than one fucking undercover in the crew.
Oh yeah.
And that crew right there, at the end of the day, the shit that Wack 100 is doing is like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even the shit that he's doing is not normal. That's not normal. Them niggas I can't even understand. California niggas that's gangbanging must be the dumbest niggas in the fucking world. And these celebrities must be the dumbest niggas in the world to let them dumb niggas infiltrate and do the shit that they doing. I seen this nigga, I seen him a mile away. I seen through this nigga a mile of fucking way.
Nah, we can't do that to Cali though. We gotta show this. We got brothers.
Man, listen. Here's the whole thing, man. I'm holding California, the whole California right now, accountable for the shit that them niggas did to Nipsey Hussle. I'm holding them niggas accountable for the shit that happened to Big and Pac. I'm holding them niggas accountable for the shit that just happened to Pop Smoke. Like, come on, man. Enough is enough.
But you know,
enough is enough.
But you know, it's bullshit niggas and suckers everywhere, though. We got them in our town, too. Because you think about it, before you was going at Cali, you was going at a lot of dudes in our town. So you already know that shit ain't no Cali shit. That shit is just sucker niggas everywhere.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question, Doggy.
Uh-huh.
When does it get to the point where New York niggas stop checking in? Why do New York niggas, why is it that New York don't make nobody check in? Everybody comes to New York and take a piss and shit wherever they want to and say, fuck us, to keep it moving. But when we go to where they at, we got to check in. Why is that? That means that we are fucking soft. And nobody respects
us. Out here, though. You know we not unified out here. Everybody, that shit be some borough. The niggas in their own borough don't get phone. Niggas ain't unified in New York. I think that first time we see
you know what? You know why? Because them niggas out there is fucking grimy. I don't never want to be a part of having a nigga like Kendrick Lamar. I would never want to be a part of Kendrick Lamar coming to New York and he get extorted or get murdered because he didn't check in. If Kendrick Lamar came to New York City and niggas killed him because he didn't check in, I'd be the first one looking for the niggas that killed him. Like, nah, that's not happening. But them greasy motherfuckers over there, they don't give a fuck. New York niggas dying left and right, getting robbed left and right, getting extorted left and right. Like, nah, man, I'm sick of this shit. And I'm gonna be the nigga that says enough is enough. I don't even like the fact that Big U went and named his shit checking in. It's basically saying extortion. Fuck that old nigga. God taking too long to bring that nigga to the afterlife. Fuck him. That's how I feel. And may God forgive me for saying this during the month of Ramadan, but I'm tired of them niggas. Nipsey Hussle was about to get disciplined by that old nigga. Nipsey Hussle was old enough to be this nigga's son. You going to discipline you on DP?
Muslim, Haz. Big U Muslim, Haz.
Big U ain't no fucking Muslim.
He is Muslim, bro. Big U Muslim.
Muslim don't extort. Allah says in the Quran, oppression is worse than slaughter. To oppress a person is worse than killing them. He was oppressed.
That Muslim shit is fake. All that Muslim shit is an act.
Let's look at it, right, guys? If we look at it, Biggie and Tupac, all that shit federal. All this shit just show you that these shits is federal, and these supposed gangsters, these big homies, work for the fucking Fed. They the goons. The music industry is the federal industry. Let's keep it real. It's feds in the music industry.
There's feds in every single aspect of Black America, man. Like I keep telling people, I done sat back and watched the feds lock niggas up for an ounce of crack. They sold an ounce of crack in a 2-year span, and niggas get 10 years for an ounce of fucking crack in 2 years. So when you sit up there saying, nah, the feds ain't watching that little dirty nigga, yes, they is. Yes, they is, man. No crime is never too little for the government. There's a police officer to lock you up for jaywalking. There's a police officer. I had a police officer. He walked on the opposite side of a car where I urinated at, saw the ground was wet, and locked me up. Got a disorderly fucking conduct. There's no crime too big for the police, nigga. And this is what people got to understand. Never listen to a dumb motherfucker that'll tell you the police ain't watching. When they put cameras everywhere. Right. When they created motherfucking COVID apps to watch you. When now the police sit up there telling you they don't even have to run down on you with the stop and frisk. They just wait for you to come outside because they tracking your Instagram. Nipsey.
And if he was Muslim, his ass wouldn't have been on IG live on Juma Friday during the prayer.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to do that, bro. But everybody not perfect. The religion is, bro. Like a lot of people be posting their prayer rugs and all that. They're not supposed to. A lot of people
Listen, man.
either.
Listen, man. Extorting your own people, you a devil.
Oh, you right about that,
Extort.
Haas. You right.
Listen, I'm saying. Let me explain something to you, man. There's millions of rich white people in this world. These niggas are known for extorting and putting the pressure on their own fucking people. These niggas is like, you gonna tell me Nipsey Hussle gonna get beat down? Name one cracker that this nigga beat down. Name one.
That's gang politics though. That DP shit.
And fuck gang politics, man.
That's
Nipsey
gang
Hussle,
shit though.
fuck that. Fuck them. Then fuck them then. Because the reality of it
because
is,
the rapper wasn't getting beat up. The dude that's a part of the street organization is. So that ain't had nothing to do with rap.
man,
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
Nipsey dead. Them niggas killed that boy. They killed him. That was a sanctioned fucking hit. Shitty Cuz murdered that boy. They labeled him a fucking rat. The day before he was supposed to meet with the police. Like, yeah, all right. You think you're going to be cutting throats? You think you're going to get them 501c3s? You think you're just going to take over this shit right here? Nah. You get too strong. You burning bridges.
Well, Haas, they got the shit where they already know you got a weapon on you. They scanning your shit. So if you even walk around with the gun, they gonna get you that same day or that night.
Because they scanning.
Fact.
Them cameras. But
all that shit is that.
Here's the flip side.
Yo, Haas, all that
See,
shit is that Minority Report shit.
But see, here's the flip side, right? You walk around without your shit, and the niggas that just caught you, they won't catch me like that. Even though I ain't got a gun, but I got a slingshot. I got a rubber band that'll shoot my knife right into your forehead. I'm not playing no games with nobody. It is what it is. I could bail out from jail, but you can't bail out from the grave. Fuck all that. I guess me and the mayor gonna have to have a conversation. And that's the bottom line to that. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's time for the new generation to come with new rules. Because these old school rules is played the fuck out. Anytime a black man can't come to another black man town, you gotta check in or we gonna rob you and kill you. The fuck is y'all the new Ku Klux Klan? Fuck you. I'm not checking in with nobody. And if I gotta sit up there and beg a black man to be able to come to his town, I don't want to come to your town. Let me go hang out with the white people. Fuck you.
Only niggas do that to their own people, guys. Only niggas do that to their own people. They ain't tough, like you said, they ain't tough with their own people. You got these culture votes, the white motherfuckers using the culture, motherfucking getting money, and they breaking bread with these niggas. They ain't extorting them, but motherfuckers want to extort a nigga that's coming out the hood. That'll show you what the fuck time they on.
What y'all think, though? Honestly, you think Big U could be getting a bad rap, though?
I think his right-hand man, Wack 100, said he's the biggest snake that there is. And he's telling it like it is. That nigga's a snake.
Well, you know he was angry because he said it on Clubhouse. He was mad because he got cut out of the podcast. You know, he fucked with Jim Jones, so that bothered him. You know what I'm saying?
He's full of shit. Him and yo, it's crazy how if you pay attention, Wack 100, and motherfucking Big U decided to do podcasts at the same fucking time. One set of them came to me, the other set came to Jim Jones. That was fucking strategic. Only a blind motherfucker could see that. Big U went to Jim Jones. Wack came over here to me. Bottom line to it is them niggas felt like I was saying and doing too much. Them niggas put an industry hit on me. They put an industry hit on me. That shit is clear as fucking day. That motherfucker.
Saying I never heard of that shit before.
No, because fat niggas like him make niggas do it for them. Like in this audio right here, where Wack said that nigga ain't did nothing since the early 80s. Like, yeah, right. He still got the whole fucking big. Let me tell you something, man. One thing about it, I'm talking the shit that I'm talking. Well, Big U is a dangerous motherfucker. Anybody and everybody that I know that man. I know niggas that done slept in that man's house that fucks with him like that. That man is a dangerous motherfucker. He is no joke. But he's a greasy motherfucker. Them niggas killed Nip, and I'm sorry. The same way Farrakhan and them niggas did Malcolm X, the same way these niggas did fucking Nip. I'm sorry. The same way Farrakhan sat up there and said out of his mouth that Dr. York is his brother. Dr. York fucking raped millions of fucking kids. R. Kelly still his brother. R. Kelly raped millions of fucking kids. Africa Bambaataa is still his brother. He raped millions of fucking boys. And Eddie Long is still his brother. That motherfucking sickly dickly nigga he infested all them young kids and he died. Look at him. He shriveled up right before he died. Like, nah.
Well, you know, I asked about why Farrakhan said that. I asked people of the nation. Now, their defense was he's still a minister. So, you know, as a minister, you're not allowed to cast people out. You're not allowed to condemn people in that instance. You are supposed to minister them. So his motto is you could come as you are, but you won't leave like that. Meaning that if you come sick, I'm not going to let you leave sick, if that makes any sense.
Oh, okay. So he could sit up there and get up on the motherfucking panel and call Malcolm X Benedict Arnold and say, so what, we killed our Benedict Arnold, but he gonna sit up there and praise a pedophile? Right.
I get what you're saying. So,
it's like, come on, man. You gonna sit up there and praise these nasty niggas, but sit up there years later, and sit up there, so what if we killed our Benedict Arnold? So what if we killed Malcolm X? He was a traitor. Like, whoa, this is fucking decades later, 2 decades later. You talking like that? But to sit up there and talk good about a pedophile? When in all actuality, Elijah Muhammad was playing with them young girls and got them pregnant. The proof is in the pudding. Like, nah, man. I'm sorry. I ain't never trying to be nobody's friend like that. We living in a sick world where people pick and choose what rules they're going to apply to their life. Where people can sit up there and it's like, yo, man, a nigga that molested the whole family will get an invite to Thanksgiving dinner. Before a nigga like me, oh, I don't like that nigga. His head too big. Or I don't like that nigga. He got all these subscribers. Who he think he is? Like, man, listen. You know the crazy part about it is I hit 400,000 subscribers, and the majority of people who sat up there and said congratulations to me was motherfuckers that I didn't know. Like, yo, Hans, you got 400,000 new subscribers. Where was the fucking people that I helped?
You know you preaching to the choir right now, so you know I already know that situation.
Niggas will sit up, yo, and it's crazy because niggas will sit up there and ask you to pay their rent, all types of shit like that, and it's like, yo, but you ain't gonna support my videos and you ain't gonna support me, right? Because you hate to see me win. So the next time you motherfuckers ask me for something, watch how I sit up there and cry like, yo, IRS came and got me. I ain't got nothing left. Yeah, right. When you see me get money in my super chat, yeah, I be getting a lot of money in my super chat. They took that too. As soon as I got it, they took it. Don't ask me for shit. Niggas can't wait to see you fail.
That's true.
They can't wait to see you fail. I ain't gonna even lie. One part of me be feeling like sometimes it's disappearing. Just disappearing because it's like, yo, our people was fucking ungrateful and we lost. And to see, it's like you put a bullseye on your head from the powers to be in your own people because people don't want change.
You know, a lot of people don't really understand because they caught up in this matrix of lies and front. You know what I'm saying? So with this shit, people don't understand the sacrifices because only thing they see is the reward, but they don't know the risk. You know what I'm saying? They think it's easy. So like even when people say, yo, you only got 230,000 subscribers. I'm like, only? Like that shit ain't a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? And forget that I got 4 pages and every last one of them got 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy part of your doggy.
Mm-hmm.
When I will never forget when I got 8,000 subscribers, motherfuckers was like, yo, you big.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I am? I didn't know how to take that. I got 8,000, I'm big? Then I turned around and I looked at your platform you, Sonetta, and all the dudes that was like really, really doing Mike's song. I'm like, nah, those guys are big. But the reality of it is, when you got as many subscribers as you got, it's like people don't even have stores that have that many customers.
That's true.
With the kind of platforms that we have is great responsibility.
Yep.
It's great responsibility. And me personally, I'm embarrassed that I got caught up in this situation, but at the same time, I felt like certain things needed to be said. Wack pushed the line, and I had to push back. I was not gonna let.
How you embarrassed you got caught up in a situation that you recorded, bro? Once again, it's good that he recorded that conversation because a lot of that shit needed to be out there. But nigga, how can you be embarrassed that you got caught up?